What's going on, guys? Today we're going to be talking about how to pick a workout plan and how long you should stay on it before you start looking at another plan. Alright guys, so let's go ahead and jump into it. We're talking about exactly what plans you should be looking at. So this is going to basically come down to exactly where you're at as far as physically when it comes to picking a plan. Also, you're going to have to judge exactly how often you can go, because these things are all going to determine exactly what plans are available for you. Now, let's say that you're someone who's new to the gym. What I'd recommend is going to be a full body plan. This way, it's going to work out all your muscles and you're only going to have to go every other day. This gives you a lot of leeway with not having to go nearly as often as some other people will. Now, once you get past this stage and you start looking at different plans that are a little bit more intermediate, you might start to look towards maybe a PPL split. A PPL split stands for a push-pull-leg. So for push day, you would do like chest and tris. For pull day, you would do back and bis, and then finally you'd finish it up with a leg day. Now, one of the big differences between this is you're going to be going a lot more often, because you're going to go for your push day, your pull day, and your leg day. Then you're going to take a day off, and then you're going to repeat that cycle. So you're only going to get one day off a week, as opposed to before where you were getting off at least 3 days a week. That's what I'm talking about when I say that you're going to have to make sure that you can go that often before you're ready to switch plans. Now, also, you want to make sure that you're not going for a plan that is going to be too advanced. So just because you see other people doing a plan doesn't mean that you can just go out and jump into it. So if you see someone online who's doing something and you're like, well, that's the guy who I want to be like, so I should probably do what he's doing. That's not necessarily true, because he's been working out a lot longer than you, so his body has been built up physically a lot more than yours currently is, and he's at a much harder of a plan, and you want to make sure that you build your way to that instead of jumping directly from where you are to that point, because if you jump to the end, then you're not giving yourself any room to grow. So you want to make sure that you slowly work your way there. This way you take as much time developing towards the beginning as possible before you reach the end. Alright guys, now I'm about to head to the gym, and then we're going to talk about exactly how long you should be on a plan before you transition to another plan. I'll see you guys next.
Feet both lie, you get to fly with me. I can take you down for a ride. I take you around my life. Jaywalking, crosswalking, lip locking with you. I know it, you know it, we make it.
Alright guys, so we got one more thing to talk about when it comes to picking a plan, and that's going to be when should you change your plan. So this is going to vary from person to person and depending on exactly how far you are into working out. So if you're somebody who's new, you can probably stay on your workout plan as a beginner a lot longer than somebody who's more in an advanced stage. If you're someone who's in an advanced stage, you're probably going to want to change things up more frequently to shock the muscles. This way, it'll help encourage growth. So, there's not an exact number or science towards when you should be changing your workout plan. However, if I had to put a number on it, and you wanted something more concrete, then I would say you should at least stay on your plan for about 3 months to let your body get used to it before you consider looking towards another plan. So even if you feel like your current plan isn't working for you, it might be taking more time for your body to adjust to the new plan. So I'd still stick with it and try to give it at least 3 months to see if you have any sort of change. And then at that point, then you can start reevaluating to decide if you're ready to change plans. And if you are, go ahead and find another plan that is at your current level. Don't try to find a plan that is outside of your grasp. Like if you're someone who's new, don't look for a very advanced plan. You want to give yourself room to grow. So if you go from a plan for a beginner and go straight to a plan for an expert, you're not giving yourself room to continuously grow throughout your career when it comes to weight training and, you know, really building your muscle. So make sure that you're slowly progressing through different plans and working your way towards that advanced stage, and not just jumping from a beginner plan to an advanced plan. You want that time to just let your body naturally grow in between the different stages. All right, guys, that's gonna wrap it up for this one. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, well, hopefully you'll like the next one, and I'll see you guys in the next one.